As always, there is no shortage of adorable pets who are looking for their forever homes today. Plus, we're going to be hearing from an oncology veterinary expert from our friends at MedVet. That's all right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. We hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. We're so glad that you spent it with us last Saturday and hope you had a wonderful time with your furry friends at home. And if you can believe it, our absolutely gorgeous long-timer Ophelia unfortunately is still looking for her forever home. This wonderful girl would make an amazing pup for any family. So if you or someone you know was on the fence about adopting her, this might be your sign. Give this senior pup the golden years she deserves and visit her at our Papago Park campus or learn more at azhumane.org/adopt. And we have an adorable litter of puppies on today's show, and we want to see if you can guess which Pixar movie Pixar movie characters they're named after. But let's give a little hint with this first pup, Lisa.
Well, this is Woody, and this is also Woody. This is our little 10-week-old puppy from that litter of 9. Surprise Animal Control contacted us because there were a litter of 9 puppies dumped by a dumpster, believe it or not. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And look how cute he is. So all 9 of them came into the care of the Arizona Humane Society. They had just a little bit of tummy troubles when they first got here, a little bit of diarrhea, no problem. Our vets jumped on that right away, and all 9 of these babies are happy and healthy now. So they all went into fosters, and look how happy and healthy they are now. He's ready for adoption. And if you think you may not be ready to adopt a Woody, but you might want to foster a whole family. This mama in our foster maternity suites right now is waiting for a foster family. And if you want to foster, it is such a fun way. Mama does most of the work. She needs a little assistance from housekeeping once or twice a day. But making sure that their bellies stay full and that all of them are healthy. Arizona Humane Society does all the hard work. If you want to foster, we're available on call if anybody is sick or isn't doing well. We provide the food, all of the supplies. All you need is a little corner of your house, a safe place for mama and the babies to get big. And then mama is separated once the babies are old enough, and then you can either continue to take mom to foster while she dries up before she is spayed, or you can continue on with the puppies for a few more weeks. But we are here to support you anyway. So go online at azhumane.org/foster, and there's a little video to watch, and then you can see right on there the cases that currently need help. And we could definitely use some more foster heroes in our world.
Absolutely. And you know, speaking of fostering, thank you for that, Lisa. Kitten season is starting to be on the horizon. We don't want to quite say it's kitten season yet, but it's warming up, and we're going to need all the help that we can get for little ones like this, right, Sula?
Yes, and this little kitten is so active right now, so if he jumps from the table, it's not my fault. But he is Morgan, and he is a 9-week-old kitten. He was owner surrendered back in December, and together with 6 siblings and their mom. They were too little to be separated, so they stayed in maternity suites until they grew up bigger and they had all the care they needed. And we try to give them the most possible nice environment, but nothing compares to a loving home. So that's why you come to help us. We are, like Lisa said, we are in need of foster heroes. And especially now that we are very close to kitten season, we take care of big cats, small cats, kittens, so there is a match for every foster home. So if you want to save lives from the comfort of your home, please sign up at azhumane.org/foster.
Absolutely. And you know what? Who can resist a cute little cuddly, spunky kitten like that? Thank you so much for that, Sula. And we want to introduce you to Howie, a 6-year-old special needs pup who is looking for a very special home. Let's take a look at this adorable boy. Oh my goodness, who wouldn't be in love? You can visit azhumane.org/Howie to learn more and apply. And there are a lot of ways to help out the homeless pets in our community, but spaying and neutering is definitely at the top of the list. But before we hear about our Circle of Friends program, who is this cutie? Oh my gosh, everyone is in love.
Yes, this cutie is Sparky. Sparky is a 3-year-old boy. He is a Maltese, actually found as a stray by our field team earlier this month. And at first he was really stiff and maybe even had some atrophy in his legs, and he was limping, but he was also thin and a little matted. But with all the love and care that he received from the Humane Society, he is now able to walk on his own, and he is doing just so much better and looking for his forever home. Now Christine is here going to tell us about why it's hip to snip.
It sure is. We're always talking with you about the importance of spay and neuter, and we just want to say thank you to the people who help us fund those services, and especially a big thanks to the Arizona Humane Society Circle of Friends, who are very passionate about fundraising and helping to provide these services for our pets at the Arizona Humane Society and the community. You can get reduced fees on spay and neuter because of them, and also sometimes even for free. And if you're interested in joining the Circle of Friends, you can check it out on our website at azhumane.org, or even learn about the community impact of the Circle of Friends.
Absolutely, they are wonderful, and I'm so glad you wore that shirt because you know what? It's always hip to snip, and that's a cool shirt.
Sure is.
Thank you so much for that, ladies. And it's always great hearing directly from the people who have cared for our pets. And Janine, you have yet another absolutely adorable kitty. Who is this?
I wind up getting all the really cute kittens for fostering. Not that I pick them, but they just always just wander to me. I love it. The situation here was there were 9 cats, and so 6 adults and 3 kittens in a home that was horde-like conditions, and they had upper respiratory, they were malnutrition. The owners were evicted from their home, so we impounded all of them, and we're giving them a much better life. And I've had them for 5.5 weeks, all 3 of them, and you can see there on the monitor, look how cute they are. And they have been, I've done this for 18 years. Fostering is so important in my life. I've done it over and over and over. I can't even let my foster room go empty for 2 weeks because I have like an addiction to caring for all these little sick, injured, and abused animals. But this litter, I tell you, they're the most tender-hearted, sweet, gentle. They weren't bitey, scratchy. They were just, oh my gosh. Every day I would come in their room, they'd flip over on their back and they just give me their belly and they purr and they want to sleep around your neck, and they're soft as a cloud. They're just the sweetest. They all had, 2 of them had eye issues, and Hope is one of them. So she let me put eye medicine in her eyes 3 times a day, and I'd wrap her in a little towel, make a little burrito, we call it, keep her little legs in there, and she would just let me give her the meds. I mean, what kitten does that? I mean, and actually Sterling, which I will probably have on in a couple weeks because I'm still treating him for his eye issues. But we're like the best little patients. They love each other. You're going to meet Asher later on, and Asher and her, they snuggle together. They sleep. I mean, if someone could take both of them, oh my gosh, that would melt my heart. And it really would make your family just tenfold more enjoyable. I mean, you're not just adopting a kitten, you're actually adopting a forever friend, a lifetime companion. So someone needs to take my little babies home, and I'm very partial, but oh my gosh, you will not be sorry. And I wish you guys could feel her. She is just so delicate and sweet.
Oh my
and her purrs are like crazy big.
Oh, she is absolutely adorable. You've done a wonderful job, and we cannot wait to meet Asher. Thank you so much for that, Janine, and all that you do for our pets. And don't change that channel, because our friends at MedVet will be joining us after the break. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we're so excited because our friends from MedVet are here, and I'm joined by Dr. Jordan Hampel, who is a veterinary oncologist. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and we're super happy for MedVet to be here in the Valley.
Yeah.
And for anyone that's not familiar, before we get into all the ins and outs of it, for anyone that's not familiar, what is veterinary oncology?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as human oncology, really. You know, we find a mass on your pet, and we want to find out what it is and where it is. So we do staging just like they do in human medicine, figure out where it is, and then kind of decide what treatment options we have, whether that's surgery. Being on the medical side, I mostly deal with chemotherapy and things like that. So yeah, we just work up the case and try and give people as much time as they can get with their little ones.
Absolutely, and it is so important to be able to have all of our precious moments. And before we get into the more comprehensive care that you mentioned, what inspired you to go into this specialty? Because it truly is something that, people don't expect, but when it happens, they want to make sure they're in the right hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love being a source for people that, usually when they get a diagnosis of cancer, even in themselves, usually people think they don't have a lot of options at that point in time, but I love being able to give people an option, even if I can't give them a little extra time. So I just think the science behind it is very interesting, but then the aspect of being able to give people a little bit more time with their loved one is my goal for sure.
Absolutely, and I mean, all of our lives have definitely been touched, whether it's our furry family members or our two-legged family members, by cancer. So what can people expect from initial diagnosis and the first consultation through treatment, if they do end up getting that diagnosis?
Yeah, if they do unfortunately end up seeing me as an oncologist, I think we take every case individually, every patient individually, so it really kind of depends what they're coming in for, but really we kind of start from the beginning. If there's a lump or bump present, we want to work up, try and figure out what that is. Sometimes we end up doing a CT scan or ultrasounds and things, just kind of see the extent and kind of determine, is surgery going to be an option, or do we need to kind of come up with other avenues to try and help them. And then if it is chemotherapy that we do, we talk them through and support them through that entire process. And make sure that they're comfortable with it. So really it's just making sure that the clients are educated and understand what's happening with their pet and feel comfortable with it. That's first and foremost. And then making sure the pet has a good quality of life for as long as possible.
Absolutely. And, like we mentioned, MedVet does offer comprehensive care. So it's great that it's kind of a one-stop shop to be able to be like, okay, something's going on with my pet. Now we know, and we're going to be able to help you right here. And so we're so grateful for everything they're able to do. You kind of referenced this a little bit, but what does it mean to you personally to be able to help our furry family members in this way?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Again, I feel like when people realize that their pet is diagnosed with cancer, they feel at a loss because one, they can't talk to us either, so they don't know, what they're feeling and experiencing. And then, usually, traditionally there wasn't a ton of options in terms of cancer treatment, and now we have a lot more options, like they do in human medicine, really. So I love being able to give people, if I can't help, their pet as much as I would like to, at least I give them some options and help give them a little bit of extra time, of good quality time with their babies.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Dr. Hampel. And for anyone that wants to learn more or maybe book an appointment with you guys, what can they do?
Yeah, they can go to our website, medvet.com/Phoenix. We have lots of specialists too. We have a 24-hour ER, we have a critical care team, we have surgeons, we have cardiologists, and then we have me, and we're working on continuing to grow that. But we are at your disposal. If we're not the place that can help your pet, then we'll find a place for you.
Oh my gosh. Well, Dr. Hampel, thank you so much for everything that you and everyone at MedVet does. We're so excited. And make sure you visit medvet.com to learn more. And make sure to stay tuned right here too, because we have more cuties like this little wiggly boy who can't wait to meet you. welcome back to the show. Now, we know accidents can happen and pets can get out, but unfortunately not all of them make it back home due to no identification. But before we talk about that, who is this little panther, Sula?
This looks like the cat before, but it's not. It's the little sister. Well, the same age sister. And they start being very active and playing when they are 3 weeks old. And that's how they learn to socialize and hunt. And when they are a little bigger, they get to explore their surroundings, and they can sleep easily out of open doors. And they climb into car engines, and they go farther than we ever imagined. So that's why microchipping your pet is so important, isn't it, Lisa?
Absolutely. Microchipping your pet is easy, and Arizona Humane Society helped you out with that by $25 microchips. You can go online and learn how to make yourself an appointment for a $25 microchip. But it's as simple as this. You bring your dog in. Of course, the easiest thing to do is identification and a collar, or even write your phone number on the inside of the collar. But when you have a pet, Arizona Humane Society does it for all of the pets that are from us. But say you got your pet elsewhere, you bring them in, $25 appointment. They come in, they get a little, just like a vaccination, a little needle poke right between their shoulder blades. And this is what is actually put inside of your animal. It's about the size of a grain of rice, and you update it online. You can move, you can do anything, you can put your phone number in there, and then when your pet is lost, they come into a vet clinic, they scan, and your pet's number comes up on the screen here, and they can reach you to come retrieve your vet from wherever it has gotten out to. So for $25, it makes no sense for anybody not to have a microchip on their pet. So go to azhumane.org/microchips, and you can make an appointment and bring your pet in, and we can help you out with that.
That was amazing. And Lisa, I 100% agree. It's so sad when we have pets that are not able to make it home because their ID is not updated. So thank you for that. And like we mentioned, pets come to us for a number of different reasons. Oftentimes our field team helps bring them in, including sweet pups like this. Who is this, Scanna?
Oh, I'm having so much fun with this guy. This is Bubba. Bubba is a 1-year-old pug. He was confiscated by our field team because unfortunately his owner was arrested. Luckily he was not arrested due to animal cruelty related charges, but unfortunately there was nobody else available to take care of little Bubba. So we had to take him in. Bubba is healthy, he is sweet, he is super loving, he's very treat motivated, and he is looking for a home. While this case may not have been animal cruelty related, last year alone, the Arizona Humane Society cruelty investigators responded to 12,000 calls for suspected abuse and pets in distress. So here are a few signs for us to watch out for and to be mindful of. So if you ever notice that animals, if you see an animal that has untreated wounds, any tick or flea infested animal with patches, maybe some missing fur, if you see an animal that's extremely thin or unable to walk or limping, of course, obviously, if you witness anyone hitting or beating an animal, and of course, dogs kept outside in extreme temperatures without food, water, or shelter, those would be signs to contact your local police department and the Arizona Humane Society for us to intervene. You can remain anonymous, but your call will definitely save a life.
Oh my goodness, and what a life that was saved. He's so adorable. Thank you so much for that, Hannah. And at the Arizona Humane Society, we offer many affordable and convenient vet services, including vaccines. And like we mentioned, spring is almost here, so we gotta help little ones like this, right, Christine?
That's absolutely right. This is beautiful little Jessie, and she's one of the 9 lab mix puppies that were brought into the surprise animal control. And it's really, really important to remember to vaccinate, because as it gets warmer outside, we are going to see more cases of parvo and distemper. And it's more common in puppies, but it can happen with adult dogs. So the Humane Society wants to remind you to vaccinate your pets. It's so important for their health and for the health of the community. And you really shouldn't take your animals to the dog park if they're puppies or if they're unvaccinated. dogs, or even to public places. So we really encourage you to do your best to get those vaccines done and go to azhumane.org and find out more about it. This is Jessie.
Oh my goodness, so cute. Such an important, simple, life-saving tip. Thank you so much for that, Christine. And we met one of your other fosters earlier, and now this little one is sure snuggled up. Who is this, Janine?
Look, it's Asher. He is the sweetest. He was the tiniest of the three, and he really was struggling a little bit to gain weight, but then all of a sudden he took off, and then he was the one that wanted all the food for himself. But he's a little more on the shy side, but as soon as he is like totally loving on you, you will come in the room and he will flip over on his back and he will just sit there and just love and snuggle, and he has the cutest little voice. Oh my gosh, my foster room, I have 6 cat trees in it. I have all kinds of toys. It is full on Disneyland for kittens over there, and that's why I love to foster, because they have such a fun time and they really it makes a huge difference on their care and how they heal. And it's easy to foster. The Humane Society gives you everything you need, all the medical supplies, all the acknowledgement from the vets. They just will help you with everything you ever need. Food, toys, anything you need, they will supply it. So fostering is just the best way to enhance your life, and I will attest to that till my last breath, and it is like the best. But look at this little baby.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
You need to get Hope and Asher, please, somebody.
Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And thank you to all of our fosters. And thank you for tuning in. Make sure to keep it tuned right here, because we have some more wiggly kitties and puppies who can't wait to meet you when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Now, if you can believe it, it's already mid-February and we are celebrating National Cat Health Month. But first, who's this little one?
Look at this little sweet gray kitty. Sula's going to tell you all about this one. Look at him. He's so sweet.
Actually,
okay. All right. No, I will talk about it. There we go. Yeah. Okay. She needs to wrangle this little boy because he's just a doll. Little gray kittens are also, in certain cultures, they mean good luck and prosperity, and they're like little gray storm clouds. They're normally very affectionate and loyal. So you have to increase your family with a gray cat, because they are like to die for cute, right?
Absolutely. And February is National Cat Health Month. So make sure you are doing your yearly checkups with your kitties and keeping them up to date on their vaccines. Also keep your pets at a healthy weight and eating food that is meant for them. Make sure that they are getting their mental and physical stimulation. And remember that not all cats need to be groomed. So for more tips on how to take care of your kitty, you can visit azhumane.org.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that reminder. And it's yet another holiday. It was just National Love Your Pet Day. But every day is National Love Your Pet Day, right?
That's right. How can you not love this little Buzz? He's a bit of a crybaby, and he is a sibling with Woody and Jessie. They're also crybaby puppies. They're super sweet. And you know, they had such a journey through the Arizona Humane Society, coming in as underage and being checked out by our vets, and then on to the puppy ICU, where they got the greatest care. And then they went to a foster hero home. And now they are ready for all the love and the playtime in your home.
And if watching our show every week doesn't increase your human-animal bond, celebrate National Love Your Pet Day. We really, here at the Humane Society, want to elevate the status of pets in society, and everything we do, and I'm sure if you're viewing this show, everything you do does that. So if you want to help us out on our mission, you can easily adopt a pet, come down, give them a great life, or you can foster. We are always looking for foster heroes, whether you're into critters or rabbits, kittens, puppies. We can do it, and we can help you do it. So we provide education and everything. So please celebrate National Pet Day and go on to azhumane.org, and we can tell you all the ways we can help you do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for tuning in with us this Saturday. As always, we want to give a special thank you to Dr. Hampel from MedVet for teaching us all about veterinary oncology. Make sure to tune back in here next week for another absolutely adorable Pets on Parade. We'll see you then.